Hey, welcome to the next episode in the optics video series. This video is going to go over a rifle scope's focus or parallax adjustment and how it's often misunderstood. I've seen in forums and in Facebook groups where guys have bought or built really nice rifles with really nice components, and I've also been messaged a few times by guys that have followed my builds, but they're not getting sub-MOA groups like I am, and they don't know why. In the comments everyone says to replace this or that, but nothing seems to help them. So I'll simply ask what scope they're using, and I usually find that they have a parallax adjustment knob, and then I'll tell them about the scope parallax adjustment and how it could affect their groups if not adjusted correctly. So first, let's go over what parallax is. Parallax is when the position or direction of an object appears to differ when viewed from different positions. When it comes to a rifle scope, many people refer to the parallax adjustment as just a focus knob, and they just turn the knob to get the target in focus. But just thinking of it as in terms of image focus is where many shooters go wrong. Imagine you're looking at a friend from a distance, and then someone steps in between you, blocking the view of your friend. To be able to see your friend again, you'd need to sidestep or lean over to either side, so he would again become visible. That movement between you, your friend, and the other guy is parallax. To relate this to a scope, you would be looking through the scope, the target would be your friend, and the other guy would be the scope's reticle. And the movement would be your head moving from side to side while looking through the eyepiece. Now, a scope's reticle will either be located in the first focal plane or the scope's second focal plane. An easy way to remember where the focal planes are located is by the path the light takes through the scope to get to your eye. So we get behind the scope and look through it. The image or light we see comes through the objective lens. And then at this point is where the image comes into focus first. This is the first focal plane. After the image passes through the magnification, it comes into focus at the second focal point, aka the second focal plane. If the reticle is located at the second focal plane, it's before the magnification, so the reticle will stay the same size as the target is magnified. If the reticle is located in the first focal plane, the reticle is after magnification and will change in size according to your magnification adjustment. Now, where that focal point sits in reference to the reticle is where parallax adjustment comes in. When adjusting parallax, you're actually aligning the focal point and the reticle to be on the same plane so that parallax won't affect the aiming and the impact point. The first thing you should do though is to focus your eye to the reticle. To focus the reticle, you adjust the eyepiece of the scope. You don't want anything in your sight picture to focus on except for your reticle. So use a wall or a cloudy overcast sky. I'm using my wall here, and I focus the reticle in short bursts because your eye will adjust and focus the reticle by itself, but you want the reticle in focus without your eyes doing it. Now here I was focusing the reticle at its lowest magnification, but then I take it to the highest magnification and recheck the focus. And the reticle is in focus. Once the reticle is in focus, you won't need to focus it again. Now most guys are going to zero their scope at 100 yards, and the side parallax adjustment knob will have marked distances on it, but they're not very accurate. They'll get you close, but you'll have to make fine adjustments. With your target at 100 yards, go ahead and set your parallax to 100 yards, then set the rifle up to aim at the target with the bipod or bags to hold its aim steady. And while keeping your head off the rifle, look through the scope. While looking through the scope with good eye relief and the reticle centered, take note of the point the center of the reticle is aimed at because that will be your reference point when adjusting parallax. Now, your target and your parallax is set at 100 yards, right? So look through the scope and see if the reticle and the target are in focus. Adjust the parallax until both the reticle and the target are in focus. Now, while not touching the rifle, look through your scope and remember your point of aim reference and start to shake your head like you're saying no. If the reticle moves off that point of aim reference, that means your parallax isn't adjusted right. Your focal point is either right in front or right behind the reticle, allowing for that parallax movement. Adjust the parallax a little one way and shake your head again. If the movement gets worse, go in the other direction. Keep doing this in small increments. And when you shake your head and get no movement off the point of aim reference, then your parallax has been adjusted correctly and you're ready to zero and group your rifle. Now, there are some scopes that are parallax free, but that's only at a specific magnification. That's because as the magnification changes, so does the focal points inside the scope. So remember to focus that reticle with your eyepiece adjustment first. Then you can go to the range and have fun with your scope parallax adjustments. So this range trip had two goals: to get the rest of the footage needed for this parallax video, and to get footage for an overview video of the 224 Valkyrie build. But I'm going to add this clip here to see if you guys can tell what happened and what I said. Well, that's about it for this video, guys. If you learned a few things or found my animation easy to understand and follow, let me know in the comments. As always, if you liked the video, hit that like button and feel free to share it, guys. Also, if you guys like my content and would like to support it, head on over to ballisticink.com/collections/Fitty_actual and pick up some merch designed by me. It's a great way to support the video production and get something physical in return. I do also have a Patreon account if you'd like to help that way too. Don't forget to stop by the Facebook page because we usually have a fun time there. Well, that's it, guys. Laters.